Elgato have just released a line of products that may just help you get that big promotion you're looking for. Let me show you. Hey, Andy from Webinar Experts here, and today I'm going to show you the new Elgato Neo Line. This new line of products is designed with ease of use, visual appeal, and cost in mind. And while Elgato have traditionally been seen as a brand for streaming and content creation, this new line of products is perfect for your professional life, whether that be working from home or at the office. Before we get started, just a quick disclaimer. Elgato have sent us these products to try out. We're not being paid to say anything, and all thoughts and opinions are our own. But with that out of the way, why do we even need all this stuff when we have built-in webcams and microphones? Connecting with your audience is more important than ever. Whether it's a team call, a product demo, sales presentation, working remotely and presenting content virtually is a regular part of our working lives. But despite it becoming such a normal part of our working practice, it's still given very little attention and effort, which is strange really. When we meet in person, we put so much effort into how we present and connect with our audience. We spend time refining our presentation skills, tweaking slide decks, ensuring we look good in front of an audience through body language and visual appearance. But when we go virtual, all that effort disappears. Many people don't present the best version of themselves online. And when business is global and teams are remote, leaving that good impression is very important. But what have we done to fix that? Well, the last few years have been quite the journey. You see, for a very long time, there was a valid reason for this lack of effort. Good audio and video was hindered by internet speeds and connection. And it's not even that long ago where we would be picking up the phone and dialing into meetings or webinars. But as technology speeds advanced and internet speeds increased, we started to see products emerge that would become standards for presenting online. The idea of using a USB microphone was becoming increasingly popular, and webcams were dropping in price, making them more accessible than ever. But then something emerged that changed the world and rapidly accelerated this journey: COVID. Now I won't dwell on this too much, because if we're honest, we're all tired of hearing about it. But we can't deny it. COVID changed how we present online. We had groups of people finding new voices that would have never been heard in a traditional workspace. But on the other hand, we also had a rebellion of people doing everything they could to avoid any hint of online communication. Remember the whole digital fatigue? That whole phrase came about not because people were tired of online communications, but because people were tired of bad communications. Now, fortunately, normality was restored. But throughout this shift, the perspective of presenting online changed rapidly. The demand for audio and visual technology increased dramatically in a very new way. And now that we're all used to seeing people through a 16:9 box on our screens, the need to stand out from the crowd is more important than ever. With that in mind, we need a solution. In an age where presenting online is part of our daily working lives, how do we actually present the best version of ourselves online? Well, you can take all the classes you want on presenting, speaking to an audience, and a nice little course on how to make an appealing little slide deck. But the fundamental behind it all is having a good audio and visual setup. If your audience can't see or hear you, then it's game over straight away, which is where the Elgato Neo Line comes in. With clear sound, great video, and smart controls, this line of products helps you be more professional online, all while being easy to use. Let's have a look at them, shall we? Let's start with the staples, the Elgato Wave Neo and Facecam Neo. The Wave Neo is a USB condenser mic and solves a lot of problems that we have when it comes to audio. The stand built to position the microphone in an optimal location for capture, as well as having an easy to access mute button with visual feedback. This is incredibly handy for video calls, and I can guarantee you won't miss it. Moving on to the Facecam Neo, this is a HD webcam with full 1080p capture at up to 60 frames per second for that super smooth motion. It has a built-in privacy filter, just slide it over and you're out of sight in between calls. The picture quality out of the box is great, however I'd highly recommend installing the Elgato Camera Hub software. This provides you with options to adjust the picture to suit your setup and can really help ensure your visual is the best it can be. Alongside that, we have the Keylight Neo, and in my opinion, these two go hand in hand. If you want a good visual from a camera, you need lighting, and the Keylight Neo does exactly that. With its small form factor, mounting stand, tactile controls that can adjust the color and temperature as well as the intensity of the light, this light is incredibly handy and provides you with a range of options to suit your setup. And to top it all off, there's the Stream Deck Neo. Now for a lot of you, this may seem like a gimmick. Why do I need extra buttons? Trust me, once you start using one of these, you'll never want to go back. And the Neo variant has some unique features that set it apart from the other Stream Decks from Elgato. But how does it all look and sound when used together? Let me show you. Wait, you're in a studio setup. Of course the tech's going to look good in that space. If only we had another space that didn't have all these lights and microphones that replicates a home or office setup. There we go. This whole setup is designed with ease of use in mind. Everything comes with its own stand or mount, so you can place it where you need to, and with the whole setup being controlled and powered via USB, you can simply plug it in and you're ready to go. Just a recommendation, I would advise to buy a USB hub to go alongside this with USB A and C ports. With most modern laptops having very few ports, you'll probably need to add a few more as part of the setup. This can be very handy, however. Having one cable that plugs in to power and control everything is nice. Bringing it all together, you go from the low quality of the built-in webcam and microphone to the excellent quality of the full setup. Let's go through it. We've got the Wave Neo capturing my audio, the Facecam capturing video, the key light illuminating me, and I have full control of this over here on my Stream Deck. To make the most of the products, there are a few best practices we'd recommend, and these are general best practices, so whatever your setup looks like, these will come in handy. To start with, audio. Make sure you're using headphones to avoid any audio spilling in from your speakers. The Wave Neo comes with its own headphone port, so you can plug directly into the microphone. As well as this, find a space that doesn't have a lot of reflective surfaces. The acoustics of the room play a huge part in the sound that's being captured. In terms of video, make sure the camera is positioned on your eye line, as close to the screen as possible, and try to address the camera as much as possible. There's nothing more impersonal than presenting without looking into the camera. Finally, lighting. Make sure you're well lit. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to move all your furniture around, but just an awareness to make sure your face is well lit on both sides goes a long way. Bring all those together and you can present the best version of yourself online. Now, for those of you who like to make the most of your equipment and maybe even tinker with the settings, there are some features that make these products stand out from the crowd. And while all of these products are ready to use out of the box, Elgato have a range of free software to further enhance your experience with the products. Let's have a look at them. Let's start with the obvious one, the Stream Deck. This is the only one you actually need the software for, but has a whole range of options. You can set up folders with custom actions, trigger multiple actions with one press of a button, and of course there's a wide range of integrations on the Elgato marketplace. One of my favorites is the Slack integration. If you have someone you message a lot, you can assign them to a button. Press that button and their chat pops up ready for you to type in. The Facecam Neo paired with Elgato's Camera Hub provides you with a range of customization options to enhance your image even further. Anything from zoom, exposure, color balance, to even noise reduction and anti-flicker. These are settings that for the longest time have only been available on the professional grade tech. My personal favorite is the customization for the Wave Neo, with the Wavelink software providing a whole range of methods to adjust the sound of your microphone. As someone who's worked in and around audio for years, having the option to configure the Wave Neo in this way is incredible. One that genuinely surprised me was the Keylight Neo. Yes, that's right, the Keylight has a range of advanced features. You can control the light directly from your device if you have it plugged in, but with a quick setup, you can also control the light over Wi-Fi, whether that's on your device, your phone, or maybe your Stream Deck. If you're like me, you don't want to be in front of the lights all day, so having the option to quickly switch them off as soon as the call ends is fantastic. The Elgato Neo Line solves a problem that many people don't even realize exists. It allows you to present the best version of yourself online. And through the range of easy to use, affordable, and visually appealing products, it's now possible to get that professional grade output without blowing the bank or spending years learning the art of AV setups. With online communications becoming the norm in the workplace, being able to stand out is essential. And the Elgato Neo Line helps you achieve that. That's all we've got time for today. Let me know what you think about the Elgato Neo Line in the comments. Is there anything you'd like to see more about? Let us know. Once again, a huge thanks to Elgato for sending these products to try out. If you want to pick them up yourself, then check out the links in the description. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. You'll find a whole range of tips, tricks, and guides to help you improve your online communications, whether that be on calls, presenting, even on webinars. Until next time though, I'll see you soon.